Hello, welcome to Sarah Overbooked. I am Sarah. I am still recording while doing my jigsaw advent calendar for Halloween. I'm here to talk about the books I read between September 16th and September 22nd. Again, I read 3 books in that time period. And let's see, the first one I read was Chronicle of a Death Foretold. This was the September book for my book club. It's a novella. It's a story about a murder, but it's not a murder mystery. Basically, the story is 2 twins, 2 brothers. Their sister gets married, but she's rejected on her wedding night. She was dishonored and she was returned to her family. The 2 brothers get the information from the sister on who it was that dishonored her, and they aren't quiet and tell basically everybody that they are going to kill him. And this is basically the story of what happens in this town between them starting to tell everybody that they're gonna kill him to when they do actually kill him. It's the story of the people in the town not believing or just not doing anything, how that plays out instead of stopping a murder that could very easily have been stopped because it was known to having nobody really do anything. Very few people did anything. And what was done was very little, obviously, because the murder did actually happen. But yes, it's basically the story of the townsfolk more non-reaction to the information that there's going to be a murder than anything else. It's a novella, and I am not a big short story person, so I thought it was okay. It was definitely worth the read, but I wasn't 100% impressed with it. But it was worth reading, especially since it was so short. The second book I read was the first book for my September TBR, which was Forever Odd, which is the second book in Dean Koontz's Odd Thomas series. I had read the first book, I think it was like 5 years ago. A long time ago. But I remembered it well enough that I didn't have to go back and reread anything. And I enjoyed it, and I actually read the book because I had watched the movie first, and I enjoyed the movie, and then I read the book. I liked the book, and as with many things, I bought the next 1 or 2 in the series, and just kept putting it off and didn't get to it. And 5 years later, I read it. But other than the main points of Odd Thomas, they keep it a secret in the first book, so I don't know if I should say, but written right on the cover of the second book that he can see ghosts. As long as you remember that, you don't really have to worry about the rest of it. It basically is its own story. In this one, he is trying to help out his longtime friend who is in trouble. And, well, that's basically all I can say because it's a second in a series, and I don't want to give away too much. I don't know if giving away the one already was too much, but basically that's the gist of the series, is he can see the dead. But I do enjoy the series. I like the way that it is written. It's fun. It's more lighthearted. They call it a horror series. I wouldn't classify it as horror. It's more fun than anything. Yes, there's paranormal and mysteries, so there's a murder, but it's definitely not. I wouldn't say it's horror. And the last book I read in this time frame was the next audiobook that I was using for driving, and that was The Lost Symbol. Third in the series. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't anything special. I won't be reading the fourth one unless I can't come up with anything else to listen to at the time, because I can only get what's available at the library, because I only do my audiobooks that way. So I have no plans on continuing on with the series. This one was, I don't even really remember what was going on with this one, other than the bad guy was tattooed, and I don't really know how much to tell you again, but Robert Langdon again gets pulled into an investigation. It's about the Masons. Somebody's trying to infiltrate and find a huge Masonic secret and get all the information for that, and he's kidnapping and killing people while doing it. Yeah, and so I've done enough of the series. I liked the first one. The second one was okay. This one is enough that I don't need to read any more of them. So that's what I read in the week of September 16th to the 22nd. Finally started the September TBR. Spoiler alert, I did not finish my September TBR. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.